What's up? Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. It's the first time I've ever done this, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, so anyways, figured I'd start and do a live video for you guys. I haven't done one. Don't have any clue if the quality is good or if the audio is good or anything like that. So figured I'd give it a shot, see how it goes. If you guys like it, we'll keep it going. Maybe make it a regular thing on Thursdays. If it sucks, you guys can tell me, and we just won't ever do it again. We'll just stick to the script. So. What's up, Chris? Can you hear me okay? That's all I really want to know. I can see myself right here. So if you can't hear me, though. Vegas. Hi. Michelle, good to see you. It's hot in Vegas, I bet. How hot is it in Vegas? I want to know. It's a dry heat, they say. The delay on the chat. It's Craig's friend. Oh, Michelle, I want to go to Vegas so bad. We were toying around with the idea, and Myrtle Beach went out. So, William, you're gonna ask me about the diet right off the gate? That's not even cool. 117 degrees. It's dry though, so you don't feel it. Nice shirt. You like the shirt? I just got it today. Check that out. They don't normally make these kind of things in my size, and they had it at Kohl's today. I had to go vacation shopping. RJ, do I remember the two houses on 38th Street in Lawrenceville? I know there's a couple people in this chat that might remember that. Do I remember that? Yes, I remember that very well. Thank you, Lisa, for the shirt. William, the diet... It's going fine. I've lost 12 pounds. So that's good. But it's killing me. I'm such a bread person. It's very hard for me to do this diet. It's very hard. I love carbs, and I've pretty much gotten rid of them. That's your grandpa. Oh yeah. Hi. I remember you. We talked several times. I owe you a sticker at some point if I can get it to you. I believe your dad was supposed to send me your address, and I was going to mail some to you. Breadworks or Mancini's? Definitely Mancini's, without a doubt. It's my favorite bread. I'm going to put this up because for those of you that aren't from Pittsburgh, those are we just got an offer. I better turn that off. Where do we buy our cheap poly bags? These? Is this what you're talking about? Super Fast Tortoise, what's happening? How's it going? How's the channel? Good? The clear bags. Oh, the ones we put the shirts and stuff in. That's a good question. I think we buy them on Amazon. That's correct. Yeah, Sarah, if you heard her, Sarah just said that's correct. So I don't think they're super cheap, though. I think we paid pretty decent money for those. And that we do it just because you never know what this bag is going to look like whenever it gets there. So if there's like a hole in it or something, it doesn't get water damaged. Did you hear Sarah? Somebody heard Sarah, I think. Channel is still good. Awesome. I watched a few of your videos. I'm not up on all the games that you go over, so it's all new to me whenever I see it. Lisa, 12 pounds is a great start. Yes, it is. And I am paying for it. It's very, very hard for me. It's very hard for me. Today we had chicken wings, and that was like the best meal I've had in like 4 days. So I have a tremendous sweet tooth, and I love carbs, and I can have none of that. And the fake sugar stuff just doesn't do it for me. It tastes like chemicals. So Sarah's commentary as she digs through the bins is hilarious. Yes, it is. That's why when we first started going to the Goodwill bins, we would go through everything. I take that back. When we first started the bins, we said nothing. We literally just dug through the bins and said absolutely nothing. And then I started talking for a little while, and that people seemed to like that a little bit. But when Sarah got at it, it was game over for me. I got pushed to the back burner on her. You bought new clothes. You have to. I'm going to put that up. Bought new clothes from a pallet from Bulk. You're going to have to let me know how that goes, because we have thought about doing this, and you get mixed reviews if you read it online. So we're very concerned. So please let us know how Bulk goes, because I really, really need to know. Found new no iron vintage sheets still in a package. Yeah, that's a score. What color are they? I need to know. Are they like that crazy funky floral color that we keep finding? Those are great. And they're no iron, so you don't have to iron them whenever you put them on your bed like some people do, apparently. I started this live video, and now our eBay store is blowing up. We haven't had anything in 3 hours, and now my phone's going crazy. Yeah. You're gonna do a YouTube channel there, Chris? That would be awesome. I'd like to see that. The comments during the bins are money. Yeah, they are. Pink floral. Oh, I bet those are awesome. I bet those are the best. The best looking sheets I've ever seen. We seem to get yellow and tan and green all the time. That's the ones we find from that one estate sale that we went to with Craig's friend. And I think the Epic Estate Sale Part 2, we found a whole bunch of sheets, and they were all no iron sheets, and they sold well. The new ones, the ones that we got recently, those have been kind of We found that sheet sets sell better than just regular sheets. Or am I going to do a what not to buy video again? It does. It does juice my sales every time. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'll be honest with you, though. There isn't a lot in this room that doesn't sell well. There's only a handful of things that we have in this room that don't sell real well. That you can see Pikachu right behind my head, right over here. That one we thought would sell pretty well, and that one's just been sitting around doing nothing for quite a while. I might do one of those videos. I always enjoy doing them because it's a chance for me to make fun of some things, and I always enjoy that. So, yeah, I might do another one. Sure, maybe I'll do one next week. I got time. What is that? A bank? Where? I don't see a bank. Right here? This? I don't have a bank anywhere. 70s floral material. I'm looking at this. The pink sheets are gorgeous. Also got a stash of 70s floral material, so groovy. I'm sure they are. They're 70s floral material. I bet they're groovy and itchy because polyester. Oh, the Pikachu. No, it's a plush. The Pikachu. The Pikachu bank. It's not a Pikachu bank. It's a plush. It's a big plush. We found them at the bins. You got a few pair of men's Levi's new with tags? Really? What size are they? We might have to do this because we've been thinking about doing bulk, especially now that eBay's pushing it. We've been thinking about doing it, and it's tough because you never know. I mean, you can look at the what do they call that? The sheet where all this, it kind of lists all the stuff, but it's still a risk. Let me know what size they are. I'd like to know that. 30, 32. All of them? They're all 30, 32. Huh? Well, that's not bad. I mean, as long as they're not 28s, I guess that's not bad. Thank you. I appreciate that. The best part about watching what sold videos is something sells in the expression you make, and you can't believe it sold. That's very true. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi, I just listed some red pants.
She's listing red pants.
many red pants.
We have lots of multicolored pants.
Lots of red pants.
Yes, we have. We bought a bunch of
like
multicolored
every brand
pants.
of red pants. We bought.
The 3430 ones will sell really good. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah, the 3430 ones will sell real fast. What model are they? 501s. Michelle says hi from Vegas. It's 117 degrees in Las Vegas right now. Michelle hasn't told me if it's a dry heat, so you don't notice it.
Hi.
What part of Vegas are you in, Michelle? If you don't mind, you can just say north, south, east, west if you'd like.
Adam loves Vegas.
I do love Las Vegas. It's one of my favorite places to visit, and it's because I like to gamble. Obviously, I mean, look at all this stuff behind me. It's one big, massive gamble. But yeah, it's always been one of my favorite places. So everybody says hello, Sarah.
Hi.
The one thing I got to get used to it on this. Summerlin. I know where Summerlin is. Yeah, Southwest. So you're far enough away from the strip where it's tolerable. I won't put that up because I don't want everybody to know you're from Summerlin, even though I said it. The one thing I got to get used to is this chat delay. It's weird because I feel like I'm not talking at times and I'm just looking. Levi 541s. I'm not sure what that is. Are those the slim straight Levi's? Levi 541s. Not sure. Dry heat is a lie. 128 degrees is hot no matter what. Yes, that is without a doubt true. However, humidity does make it worse. If you're from around here, which I'm pretty sure you are, the humidity lately, the last couple of days here, it's been unbearable. You walk outside and you feel like you're just in a net of humidity. It's a dry heat, but you definitely feel it. Yeah, I remember it feeling like it was like you opened an oven when you'd walk outside, and you just walk outside and it's just, wow, that's hot. It almost feels like the sun's closer to you when you're in Las Vegas. But do you have a favorite casino, Michelle? Or are you a gambler? I agree. Your oven is a dry heat. I feel like we were on the same wavelengths there, Lisa. Central Florida. That's right. You told me that. Whoops, sorry. Do you find a benefit in promoting items, or are you just putting them on sale? That's funny you should mention that. We got some advice a couple months back, and someone said to promote items and, go no more than 2% or 3% or something like that. And so we did with a bunch of items. It didn't really seem to move the needle for us as much as the sale did. The 20% off kind of across the board really moved the needle for us. And we were kind of surprised. The one downside, though, to the sale and promoting items, if you promoted items and then you decided to run a sale, both of the discounts come off. So if you do the sale at 20% and then you also have a promotion on there, it's more like 30%. So yeah, we do both now, but we don't realize it until sometimes when they sell and we're like, oh, that was a deep discount. What's this? My wife thinks it's funny when I love my money item to keep and try to overprice dead stock items to make up for the lost value and never sell it. Oh yeah. I think love was supposed to be lose. When you lose money and keep, yeah, I do that sometimes. We've lost money on a few sales, and we've sometimes buy more the next following week just to try and make up for the loss. We've done that before. No fave casino, but you're happy the buffets are coming back. Yes. I love the buffet at Caesars. That was one of my favorite places. Obviously, you can tell by looking at me that I was a fan of the Caesars buffet. But that was my favorite one. If I lived in Vegas, I think I'd be at buffets way too frequently, and that would not be good for me. And I'd probably be broke because I'd gamble all my money away. So it's always good. Athletic taper fit, is that what that's what those jeans are? Okay. I don't know if we've ever sold 541s, but maybe. So Michelle, I have a funny story. When it's cooler, you and Sarah should come on over. World Resort and Virgin just opened up. I read about it. I follow the Las Vegas Gazette on Facebook because I like looking at news from places I want to go. It's funny you should mention that going to Vegas, though. I've been trying to talk Sarah into it for a while. I've actually tried to talk her into getting married there, but she's having no part of that. So we might surprise you one day and let you know we're in Las Vegas. You got to tell us where all the good thrifting stores are so we can buy stuff and ship it back. Is everybody hearing me okay? Is the video okay? I'd like to know. Still okay. I'm using the webcam on my laptop, so I know that's maybe a no-no, but that's what I got, and I figured I'd try this, see what's going on. Elvis? We don't want Elvis doing our wedding? No, we don't. Thanks, Craig's friend. I appreciate it. Craig's friend, you should change your name to Craig's friend. Thank you. Like I said, it's my first live, so I have no idea I know what I'm doing, but I don't know whether this video looks good or not. It looks good to me. But no, Elvis marrying us would definitely not go over well. Would go over very bad. Yeah, I know you will. I bet you'd be there. You'll be in town. Now, whether you make it to the actual wedding, that's a totally different story. Thanks. That means a lot to me. I'm comfortable on camera. It's funny, before I did this, I went live, I was actually getting nervous. And I'm like, why am I so nervous? Because I do this all the time. There's a camera right here that I talk to every day. And why would this make me nervous? And I'm like, well, it's because I have a big mouth, and sometimes I say things I shouldn't. So got to watch it. Isn't there a Star Trek themed chapel? I don't think so. There used to be a Star Trek experience in the Hilton, and there may have been a Star Trek themed chapel in there. There probably was, but they tore that down. Well, it's not even the Hilton anymore. It's Westgate, I think, which is back off the strip. Your bins suck. Really? We have good thrift stores, but our bins suck. Why do your bins suck? You would think that Las Vegas would have good stuff because people leave stuff behind all the time there. People would probably want to donate. That's interesting. I've watched a couple, like Harry Tornado goes to the bins all the time in South Carolina, and they have like trash cans with wheels on them that they use, which is so weird to me. My girlfriend thought you were in radio before doing reselling full time. Isn't that funny? That's really funny to me because I had a lawn customer a couple years back that when she called me on the phone, she told me I had a well-modulated voice and that I should be in radio. And I told her there's no money in radio unless you're Howard Stern, and then you can make money. But other than that, there's no money in radio. Not that there's any money in YouTube, but it's funny that you say that because I've heard that before. You've never been to the bins? Chris, what are you doing? You gotta get in the bins, man. It's an experience. That's all I can tell you is an experience. What's your best pick, Sean? Thank you. Sean, you are buying up a storm, buddy. I just thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. But our best pick, probably the books that, yeah. those books that you saw us buy, if you go back a few videos, I don't know when you came on board there, Sean, but if you go back, if you go back a few videos where we went to a yard sale, I think it's Sarah's on the thumbnail, and it says something like she went back and asked how much for all of it. That would probably be our best bulk buy, our best pick that I can remember. We sold a license plate, a 1902 license plate for like $1,300. That was probably our highest sale on eBay. And we sold one of the ones that sticks out in my mind, I don't know if it's our best or not, but we went to a thrift store. It's on 51 for those of you that are in town. And in the case was a PlayStation 1 game. It was Grand Theft Auto, the original Grand Theft Auto, still sealed. And that sold for about $200. We paid $5 for it. So that was probably one of our best picks ever. You have those, yeah, like you have those trash cans too. That could be good or bad, I think, because I feel like the trash cans would be good for people that take things out of carts, because that does happen. But I feel like getting big stuff in there might be a problem. Whoops, sorry. I don't think you wanted people to see that. I'm sorry. No bins. No. You don't have any bins? Closest one's 50 to 70 miles away. They'll open one. They're getting so popular. We've actually talked to the manager at our bins is really cool about us being there, and we've talked to him on several occasions. He said that actually people like us that do YouTube videos have drastically increased the bins business. Like when it first started out, the bins weren't much. They were more just like a overflow type thing. And he said lately they've been actually pushing to open more in the country because it's been such a good thing and people see it on YouTube all the time. Like the one in West Virginia just opened recently. You're scared to drive to Pittsburgh? Really? Why would you? So Pittsburgh is one of the easiest cities I've ever driven in. I mean, it can be confusing because their one-way streets are, not placed very well, but it's simple. I mean, I've driven in a lot of big cities. Las Vegas, anywhere around the strip in Las Vegas is a real pain. What is the thrift store on 51 called? I don't know. Sarah would know the answer to that question.
What's the question?
What's that thrift store on 51 called?
Oh, the one where
It used to be a Goodwill.
Auto?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No. It used to be a Goodwill. It's called.
It's called thrift store.
It just says thrift store on the building, but I think it used to. It's a very long, and I think it's like a Polish name, so I'm not really 100% on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, here's a good question. This one's for Sarah. Do you ever go sourcing and find personal items?
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Remember those creepy dolls that we got? Yeah, there's some of them are right over here.
Not really that many. Actually, some of them on the shelf are listed. I'm feeling like I may liquidate the dolls and change them into Cabbage Patches.
So if you guys see it, the Cabbage Patch behind me is getting bigger and bigger. So the creepy dolls may be leaving this room and replaced by Cabbage Patch.
I love the dolls. I love them so much.
This is a cool question. How did the funeral home pickup happen? Very unusual, but you guys got some great stuff. Yeah, it was a high bid auction.
Yeah.
And I guess the person lived there, and then they either passed on or they moved into another area, and that's where they kept all their stuff.
The girls, when we went there, the girl, there was an auctioneer guy, and then there was a girl there, and I asked her about it. She's like, "Oh, this is my grandparents' funeral home or whatever." Yeah, it was crazy. And Sam must be watching because he's like, "You're selling the creepy dolls." I just got a text message. Anyways, but it was funny because I found it on high bid. We were waiting at the car dealership when Adam was getting his truck, and of course, I have no patience, so I'm there like on high bid, looking around, and we were waiting for them to come out, and I'm like, so here's the thing. Yeah, that's exactly. She's like, we're gonna go to this funeral home. We're gonna go to this, and we're gonna buy stuff, but it's an old funeral home. Yeah. And they're auctioning off the embalming table, and I was like, yeah, it was so creepy. And they said we could go in the basement, but Adam's like, I don't want to go in there, and I'm like, dang, like I wanted to go in there. Hey, Christine. But it was really fun. We should have taken more stuff. It was just so hot.
Yeah. Oh, it was sweltering in there.
So frustrated.
It was like being in Vegas, but with humidity.
Oh God, it was awful.
Christine, one of the closest to me, is in a sketchy area. That could be rough. Not the red, white, and blue on 51, no. But Sarah was just there. And she found some cool stuff.
I got 2 Cabbage Patch Kids.
We can't record very well in there because their music's very loud, and we get a copyright claim every time on it. Those dolls scare the crap out of me. Well, good.
They're not that scary.
Yeah, she came back.
Here's the thing.
She had to come back.
I just dropped my phone. I have to concentrate on the listing, but how can you say?
See, Chris, turn away. Chris, turn away.
How is this creepy? I can't. I'm so confused because it's backwards.
Yeah.
I'm like turning it this way, but it's turning that way.
All right, I get that out of here. People are going to leave.
No, this is my fave.
The Cabbage Patch. Oh.
This is my fave. What's wrong with this one? I'll never sell you. I got this one for like $1.
The Cabbage Patch is growing. It's getting out of control, actually. The big one, it's still back there. People look at it all the time. We send out offers on it all the time. Nobody wants it. Yeah. I know a guy who collects funeral home items. I've sold him a few things. That's cool. Nice. What did you sell him, Troy? One of my friends has an embalming table. That's crazy. What?
Yeah, I want to say they sold that embalming table for like $360 or something.
Oh yeah, they are just vessels for the dead.
What?
I hope not. I don't.
So yeah,
see,
I might.
Chris is gonna have nightmares now. Way to go.
I might, like I said, because I did just get a Cabbage Patch in the box the other day, like one that supposedly traveled to China.
No, see, see, now we have to go to Vegas. Michelle's defending you. Michelle, we're coming to Vegas now because.
But yeah,
Sarah, you got to defend those creepy dolls.
There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with
baby pictures. So you sold baby pictures and something from a hearse company. That's nuts. I guess yeah. There's people collect weird things, and I could see that. Sure, why not?
People do collect weird things. Hence, creepy dolls.
Are you asking me if I like being on camera or Sarah?
I hate it.
Sarah hates it. She does hate it.
I hate it.
That's why she's so good when the camera's in front of her and you can only see her hands.
I don't like it. I don't like to be recognized.
Well, that's a good one. What is the next big goal? No goals, but channel goals. Oh, channel goals?
We have no goals. We're goalless.
Channel goals? You mean as far as, so you don't want to hear about subs because we obviously want to make it to 1,000 really bad. Channel, I've been toying with the idea of doing a kind of like a Commonwealth Flipper, Commonwealth Picker type thing and spinning the channel into 2 and having what solds on one and thrifting on the other. Because you only see about 25% of what we thrift. And I would like to be able to show you more, but it's very difficult to find the time to edit and also find the space in the week on the channel. So does that answer your question there, Super Fast Tortoise? Sarah doesn't mind being on YouTube now. No, she still does. She does. She likes being behind the camera and talking. Or talking about her creepy dolls. If you start asking Cabbage Patch questions, she might come in here.
I love Cabbage Patch.
That's the other way to get her on camera. Start asking.
I honestly, like, I just don't, like, when I see myself on camera, I'm like, do I really look like that? So, like, that's why I don't like it. But I'm a very friendly person. I talk to everybody. Like, I never shut up.
She is. That is very true.
Yeah. But
it's not a bad idea. Yeah. I don't know. I want to get this channel grown fairly well before I start making big moves because I've put in a lot of work in this channel and a lot of money too. Some money. This camera that's here was probably my biggest purchase for the channel, and that I don't want to go too crazy until things start coming back. More about the bulk. Paid $173 for the bulk stuff. Shipped. I imagine that shipped. There was like 70 items brand new. Really? You're gonna have to let me know if things sell out of there, because I've heard rumors that they send you a lot of stuff that I've heard rumors that they're picked prior to the boxes, and that's what worries me about it. What's the most expensive Cabbage Patch doll that does Sarah own? Sarah owns. That's funny you should mention that, because we have one that she may or may not be owning, and she's gonna have to go get it in order to.
Are you talking about China?
Yeah, she just bought it. In fact, we had to stop specially to go get this thing at 10 o'clock in the morning, because one of the people at the thrift store actually gave her a tip that it was going to be half off the next day. So hang in with us, Sean. She's going to go get it and show you. It's worth about $100 on eBay right now.
Excuse me, puppy.
So it's interesting.
Yes.
Here it is.
It's the World Traveler.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I'm so confused. It's like backing up a car. I went to China. She has I went to China shirt. She's wearing a kimono. She has her little suitcase, her birth certificate.
See what you got and did, Sean?
She has all of it. And I have been eyeing this thing up for a month. Like, it was $100, and then it was marked down to $49.99, and then like I was going every day. Like, to see when it would be half.
Sean likes it.
I was literally going every day. And then so I went Monday and Tuesday. And when I went Tuesday, the lady's like, "Didn't I see you yesterday?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, I come here every day because I want this Cabbage Patch doll in the back. And she's like, "Well, what color is the tag?" And I told her, and she's like, "Oh, will you come tomorrow at like 9 a.m? She's like, "You'll probably get her. It's gonna be half off." So finally,
she gave her a tip. It's I'll bring it a little closer to the camera. There she is, right there, still in the box.
Love her. Yeah, but that cashier, she's I feel like I'm the sunshine of her life when I come in. Because she doesn't look happy, but when I come in, I'm like, "How you doing?" Start talking to her, and then she warms up to me. Yeah. She loves me.
Bulk has eBay store. Yeah, they do. The eBay's been pushing bulk. We've been thinking about doing it.
Is that bulk with a Q?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yinzer Picker. What's happening? How you doing?
Bulk with a Q.
I saw your bulk videos. I'm still thinking about it. We're as you can see, we're behind us. We're a little overloaded at the moment. So, yeah. How cute it is. It's that's the one thing with Cabbage Patch dolls, is they are really quite adorable. It's very hard. Sarah gets sad whenever some of them sell. Like Craig. We always talk about Craig. Yeah, he's still here.
Craig. We love Craig.
I told her not to sell Craig.
This is Craig's brother right here. I dressed him up.
Yeah.
Bought him some socks and a onesie. He comes with this blanket. You should buy it now.
What is bulk? It's a return service. It's like so you go on their website, they have different items that have been returned or discontinued. I believe they do discontinued it. And then it ships. You can pick what, electronics, you can pick clothing, you can pick household items, all kinds of stuff. And then they have manifests on there too. So you can kind of scan through the manifest and see what you want. And then they'll ship it to you. And some of them are, either slightly, I don't know if they do defects or not. I think they do. And then some of them are open box. Some of them are returns. Some of them are, without tags. It's a risk. I've seen videos. I've looked up reviews on it before, and some of them do. Some people give it really high reviews. Some people give it really low reviews. Some people say that the boxes have been picked prior to it. I don't know. It's one of those things. Khaki Craig. Yeah. That's Craig. It's Khaki Craig sold, actually. That's a different Craig behind me. That's a custom Sarah Craig, because Sarah started buying preemie baby clothes for the naked ones and clothing them and putting them on eBay. So we sold one, actually, a custom Sarah Cabbage Patch. Maybe that'll be our next big thing. That'll be our invention. Custom Cabbage Patches. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, here you go. Liquidated merch. That's what it is. Yeah, that's essentially what it is. I think there's a couple other companies out there that do it. And it's I've heard people make decent money off of it. Yeah. That was the rumor I heard. From what I would consider a reliable source. I'm not going to out anybody, but yeah, that's the rumor I heard, was that there are returns, but a lot of the times they're picked. See you later, Chris. When's the wedding date? It was going to be September 11th of this year, but when COVID happened, we were very nervous to book a venue because we didn't know if we get our money back if something were to happen. So, like, if we had another lockdown or something like that. So we kind of drug our feet, and now a lot of things are very booked, and we're actually considering just a smaller ceremony at this point. So, yeah, Yinzer Picker, I agree with you. I'm sure we just we have our avenues, and we try our best to keep ourselves pretty backed up with stuff, and we did a lot of crazy things. But I've been looking at it lately, especially. Do you get a discount? Maybe you know the answer to this question. Do you get a discount through eBay or not? I'd like to know why you think they're unique. I think your bins videos are unique. I don't see it that way. I see it just being us, but I'd like to know why you think you did not. So you don't get an eBay discount. I know they're pushing it because I keep getting messages on my store about it. So I didn't know if they gave you a special discount or something for being an eBay seller. I would like to have a little break. Did you buy yours through eBay or direct through bulk? You like the custom Cabbage Patch? Yeah. You got yours through eBay. Yeah, I think it would be a fun video too. We enjoy doing unboxings, so definitely. Hey, Sean, you're full of good questions today. Any interest in picking trips coming? Any interesting picking trips coming up? So, yes. There's always interesting picking trips, but more importantly, at the end of the month, we are leaving for Myrtle Beach. And we're going to do some thrifting down there. So maybe we'll get into, I don't know exactly where Harry Tornado lives, but maybe we'll get into a few of his hot spots or something like that. But we are going to do some thrifting videos down there, and we're actually going to do What Sold's live. Well, not live, but maybe live. Who knows? But from my hotel room. So Massachusetts. Whoops. Hello, Dina. From Massachusetts. What part of Massachusetts? I've been to Boston many times. $30. That's a lot. Tess, what's happening? What are some of the weirdest things you have seen at the bins? Sometimes I wonder what people are thinking when they donate. Donating instead of, yes. What are the weirdest thing we ever saw at the bins? There's two things. The first thing was the food. Oh, yeah. We found old, rusted, leaking canned goods, and then like pickled asparagus that was like from the early 90s. And then we found this really, really weird porno tape. It's actually one of the it's on a video with sensors all over it because you couldn't see the back of it.
Tess told me she went to the bins today.
Oh, nice.
She went to donate something and she ran in real quick and she said that the new bins, she said people were on them like a buzzard on a carcass or something.
That's crazy. Springfield, Massachusetts. I've never been there. I've been to Boston many times. It's one of the most confusing cities I've ever been in. Am I going to meet up with Harry Tornado? Very doubtful. I don't think he knows I exist, would be my guess. I mean, you can make that happen. I'm in. I'll meet up with him. Sure. Where did we get naked 70s glasses from? Those things are awesome. Where did we get those from? I think they were from an online auction. I'm pretty sure they were from an online auction. Those things are weird. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't get pulled down, but yeah, those things are weird. And when you fill them up, the clothes go back on or something like that, or maybe it's the opposite direction. But yeah, I love those things. Those things are really cool. Do you really think the bins was that insane? I don't think it's that insane. It's hard to go there and not find something for us, but it's one of those things where there are times where you just go there and you don't find a thing, and sometimes it can be really disheartening. You should put a video up of the funniest and weirdest items you found to date. One of them's back here. It's up actually on this top shelf. You guys can't really see it. It's a Playboy centerfold puzzle from the 70s. And we found it. It's one of my very, very first videos. And we found it at a estate sale before they told me I can't film there anymore. And it's very strange. It's like a Playboy centerfold, but you have to put it together. And I don't know. I'd feel awkward putting it together. You are right about that. The bins are another animal. It is strange. It's a great place to find stuff, like stuff that you didn't know was worth money. That's kind of what we end up buying when we're there, because all the really, really good stuff is pretty much vulged up right away, is the best I can describe it. And there are people that stay there for hours and just sit at in the corners and just wait for the new bins to come out. And maybe people find really good things doing that. Do any of you guys do that? Do you sit around at the bins and wait? Your wife wants to know why we don't wear gloves. Well, I'm a landscaper, and the saying whenever you put on gloves is well, I can't say the exact saying, but it's something like, I'm not a wussy. So I very seldom wear gloves anyways. I can't wait for you to go to the bins either. I hope you document that, because I'd like to see that video. And yeah, Yinzer, I'm with you. I last about an hour max and I'm out. That's about as much as I can do. Yeah. Karen, I'm with you. Hi, Karen, by the way. Welcome. Yeah, do you know anybody that sits around for hours on end? Because there's 4 or 5 guys that we see there all the time that they just sit there and wait. And I'm curious to know what they get, and if it's like really worth spending 6 or 7 hours there. I just can't imagine it would be. I mean, I know most of that stuff at the bins goes through the Goodwill system at some point. So it's either in a store or it's at, it's in their warehouses or something like that. And I feel like if it was something really dynamite, it would have been grabbed. Or something really dynamite that's obvious that it's worth money, because some of the stuff that's not obvious obviously makes it to the bins. Like we found those survival books one time. That's an early video as well, but that was one of our best scores at the Goodwill bins. It ended up being a couple $100 out of that. Yeah, you're exactly right, Yinzer Picker. It's always in that far right corner, and they always have blankets over their carts. I don't know, but yeah, they do donate to that, but most of the stuff I think actually goes out. According to the guy that runs the place, he said, they sift through it. some bins have different prices on different days. Does yours work that way? No. We do get coupons though that you have to sign up for the coupons, and then they'll give you a percentage off, but that's about it. Karen, thank you. Yes, they get some nice stuff. Donations from Neville Wood are nice. Really? Like, what is the definition of nice stuff? You mean like hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise or something like that? Yeah, the blankets. It reminds me of like when you're in a bar, if you're a smoker, you put your cup holder over your drink to go outside and smoke. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, it's just a blanket. I think Jerry Seinfeld talked about like people that put their wallet in their shoes at beaches. That's what it reminds me of every time. Because like, who's going to, like, a blanket, like that's going to stop me from, if I really wanted to take something out of your cart. Speaking of Cabbage Patch, what is the good price to pay for them? I missed buying one for $5 and I kicked myself. Well, it depends on the Cabbage Patch, to be honest with you. The newer ones aren't worth much. The older ones, if they're, 80s, Sarah would be better for this question, but if they're the 80s Cabbage Patch, early 80s Cabbage Patch, yeah, here she comes. They're Are
you talking about the cabbages?
Yeah. What are the good price to pay for Cabbage Patch Kids?
I would say it depends on the child.
Yeah.
If it's a new one in the box and the box is in really good shape, like you could probably get between like 80 and 150 depending on the child. Like it just depends. Like obviously the ones from the 80s are worth more than the ones from the 2000s and the 90s.
$5 wouldn't have been a bad
$5 is fine. And if you see ones that say, you see ones with freckles, those ones are worth more. And ones that say Jesmar on the neck, Jesmar, those ones are made, I think, in Spain. And those ones are also.
We just found that out. And as soon as we changed the description on our listing, it sold immediately.
Yeah. So, and if you have a freckle face Jesmar, those are worth more. And if you have a freckle face Jesmar that I customly dressed in baby clothes,
it's worth a fortune. Keep it for yourself. It's like Beanie Babies. You get Beanie Babies, it's just the same thing. They'll be worth a fortune later.
And I don't think I have. I'll. Does anyone want to see a Jesmar? I can show you one. If you want to see one, let me know. I'll go get one.
Karen says Jesmar and very with 3 exclamation.
Oh, you want to see one?
Ping Red Dot Kids Clubs at the bins. Sold them for $220. No kidding.
Wow.
All of them, like with the bag and everything.
I'll go get a Jesmar.
That's crazy. Lots of pushy people at our bins, and they hoard. Yeah. The bins near our house that we go to is not bad, but the one that's further out east, that one can be a little intense, and it's also a little dirty. So, yes, Sean wants to know about the cabbage as well. Do you have a Facebook page for the channel so we can see your daily posts when you find something? Yes, we do have a Facebook page. Do we post daily stuff? No. We're getting there. And I say this all the time on the giveaway videos that I truly didn't expect anybody to ever watch this channel when I started it. So I was very unprepared whenever things started to get a little better and people started to watch. So we recently launched the Facebook page, 3 months ago, and then the Instagram page same time. And so we're trying to post more stuff on the Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, for sure. We do have a Facebook page. If you search Pittsburgh Picker on Facebook, and it's the Berg, D-A, Berg, B-U-R-G-H, Picker on Instagram. Complete set. They were back. Oh, they were back in those cardboard boxes in the corner. What used to be the book boxes, and now they're just the throwback boxes.
So frustrating.
You have a Jesmar?
No, I thought I had a Jesmar.
We don't have a Jesmar.
But a Jesmar, you can tell the face is like these faces. Can you see these?
No.
So these faces are wider. Jesmars are like narrower, and they look a little sad.
They're like they're almost like a teardrop.
Yeah, it's like they would smash. Looks like this face would be smashed. That's what a Jesmar looks like. And why
Karen's with you. Yeah. Jesmar is very desirable.
Cute.
Yeah.
Sweater boy.
Yeah, the Jess Market, and it says on the back of the neck,
Jessmar.
Sean. It says on the back of the neck, Jessmar as well. If they look a little different than most Cabbage Patch, that's what.
And their heads look a little smashed.
Yeah.
And they're Jessmar kids.
Yeah, that is very true.
So.
Back to this. My friend got shoved and got hurt. Really? At the bins?
That's crazy.
Like, did they get shoved in the bin, or like, what happened, Michelle? That's crazy.
People are rough.
Yeah, that's nuts. I've never seen anybody get roughed up at the bins yet. The weirdest thing I saw at the bins, people wise, well, there's two things. There's one guy that goes to our bins all the time, and he parks his van out front, and I think if he puts any more stuff in that van, it's just going to explode.
Oh, yeah, that van is packed.
And then I saw a guy skateboarding in our bins once, just skateboarding around in circles, and it wasn't a kid, it was an adult, just doing. Wow. It's very strange, very, very, very strange. Yeah, it does exist. This camera's not going to pick it up, but there it is, right there. The Facebook page does exist. It is real. I wouldn't lie to you about that. I might lie to you about something else, but not about that. She got shoved in the bins and hurt her back. That's messed up. That is really messed up. Sarah got shoved at an estate sale once for some mushroom towels. People love anything with like 70s mushrooms on it. People love it. And there was this set of mushroom towels, and she got literally muscled out of the way for this. We've
forgive myself from that.
We've told that story several times, but yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Cabbage Patch Kids and mushroom things.
Is the blue stuffed animal behind you an enema? Blue stuffed animal.
Are you talking about? Is he talking about Yoshi?
You talking about Yoshi? Where, like, give me a better description of where behind me, because there is a couple blue things.
Are you talking about Craig Jr.?
Oh, maybe he's talking about the little.
Oh, it's an amiibo.
An amoeba. Yes.
Amiibo.
Yes, if that's what you're talking about.
Those things are awesome. If you guys play Nintendo, you can touch them to the controller, right?
Yeah, well, I'm sure. It seems like he knows that.
Yeah, and then like it makes that thing on the screen. I'm not into games, but we're like, oh my god, cool! It's like a yarn Yoshi.
Yeah, we're not
have that. What's Yoshi's Creative World or something?
No, it's got orange on it.
We have the green amiibo or the blue amiibo.
No, he's not talking about that. It's got orange on it. No, I don't see what you're seeing.
Oh, is he talking about, can you see this? No, I was going to say, is he talking about the Cabbage Patch Kusa?
No.
Orange stuff?
You're going to have to be a little more descriptive if you're to my left. Oh, an Enderman.
Oh, yeah, it's Enderman.
This guy. Yeah, it's an Enderman. Yeah. Got the Enderman. You have to. Yeah. There he is. Right there. He's in my videos most of the time. When I talked to him, he pointed that out. He was like, I see it all the time in the corner there. That was pretty cool. He's one of the nicest people. There's a few people that are like got big channels like he does, and he's probably my favorite and one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So should I do more of these lives, you guys think, or what? Because I'm rather enjoying talking to you guys. I normally just talk to you via comments, and sometimes we get lost with the conversation. And there's always, how social media goes. So I'm rather enjoying it. You can ask what all this stuff is behind me. Pam, thanks so much. I appreciate that. It's nice to hear. Nice to hear you guys like the channel. I'm still so surprised. I was surprised from day one. Whenever I got one subscriber, I went, "Oh, somebody likes me." I can't believe it. You want me to do once a month, do a month-end recap and chat? Yeah, I could do that. I have Thursdays was left open for something, and I never really post much. Every now and again, I'll throw a bonus video up on Thursdays, but I was thinking about doing, Thursdays every now and again. But I know I'd like to have a little of a schedule with it, but I'm just not sure. So in your intro, just what are you shoving in the pants pocket? Oh, Dina, you missed that video. So I'm not shoving anything. Well, I am. I'm putting it back, but I actually took it out first. So we were looking at jeans at that Salvation Army. And what I pulled out was a dirty napkin or dirty like Kleenex. And that's why you hear Sarah going, oh my God. And it was right in the middle of coronavirus. And that's why she's going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and running over to me. Or maybe it wasn't right in the middle of the coronavirus. Maybe it was before coronavirus. But either way, pulling out a nasty, like snot Kleenex out of somebody's jeans was disgusting. Yeah, I agree with you. It's good to ask questions and hear from others. I agree. And you guys can feel free to ask me almost literally everything else. If I don't want to answer it, I'll just tell you. Sean, full of good questions today. Are you stalking me, Sean? I think you are, because we just spent it. And no, we spent I'm not much. Most of the clothes that I wear are bought for me, because I won't go into clothing stores or anything like that. It just irritates me and I just want to go. So we actually spent it today because I needed some shorts and a bathing suit for vacation. So it got spent today on some really overpriced shorts. It's what it got spent on. But yeah, we were going to buy some clearance stuff. When we got there really wasn't much on clearance at Dick's. So we ended up just spending it on clothes for me. So I actually got some of the stuff that I sell, but in my size. So like I got a pair of Nike shorts, I got a pair of Columbia shorts, and Sarah got a Nike shirt. Yeah. Used Kleenex. Totally disgusting. That video, if you guys go back, you'll see. If you find that video, it's just full of comedy. That was one of my funniest. Like, I laughed at my own video, and most of the time I don't laugh at much of myself. But that one, not only was the Kleenex involved, but that was the one where this cart was just awful. Like, the wheel had a chunk missing out of it. It was like the whole store could hear me moving that cart around. It was priceless. Pam, have you ever gotten any items authenticated? Any tips? You mean by eBay? If you mean by eBay, no. We haven't sold anything that high of value. With shoes, I know it has to be above $100, and we're not much into the shoes. But the like Rolexes and stuff like that, we don't. I'm way too scared to buy like a Rolex from like a person or secondhand, because I don't know enough about them to make sure they're real, and the last thing I want to do is spend that kind of money on something I don't know anything about. But I have known somebody to get something authenticated, and he said it was a really simple process, that you literally just sent it to eBay's people and they authenticate it, and if it's all checks out, they send it to the buyer. It's supposedly very easy. But I have not. I know Craigslist Hunter has. So if you guys, he doesn't need any more followers, but well, he could always. But I know he has, and if you probably look through his videos, I think there's a pretty good explanation on it. Ever make a goal or wish to find something specific at the bins? No, we did when we first started. We went in with a very specific idea of what we were going to buy. And then we learned really quickly that is not going to work, because what you want is not going to be there. And what you buy will be something that either you don't know anything about, or you, didn't come there with the intention of buying it, because it's a mess of stuff. I mean, it's almost like dumpster diving. Like you have no idea what you're going to find in these things. And sometimes you find food like we did, canned corn and pickled asparagus from the 90s. But no, we used to go in with the idea of finding like vintage shirts or vintage jeans or something like that. And it never happens. It never happens. So if you go to the bins, just wipe your slate clean and just have an open mind, because you'll probably find something in there worth a decent amount of money. And I recommend going in the mornings. It seems like Monday morning is the time to go. That's when we've had the most luck. Thanks, Karen. That's exactly what we're going to do. The reason my wife and I watch you is because we want to get into resale, but you always make us laugh. We have become addicted to watching you and Sarah picking. That's awesome. So you're not a reseller, but you want to get into it. Well, that's how we started with YouTube channels. That's why I started the channel, because I really thought people would benefit from seeing, because when I started the channel, we were only 2 or 3 months into reselling. And I thought people would benefit from seeing from day one. Now, don't go back and watch those first videos because they are awful. And this room looks totally different. There's not half the stuff behind us that is there. But that's exactly what we started too. Exactly how we started. Do you find specific items or than others? Do you find a specific item or than others? More than others is probably what you're trying to ask me. Yes, we find mostly like higher end, not high end, but higher end women's clothes and higher end men's clothes. So like certain designer jeans and so forth. So it is fun. It depends on your area though too. Other areas are different. Like the one in East Pittsburgh is like a totally different set of things. It really just depends on where they're pulling all their donations from. So thanks to Sarah in the bins, I know that grandma core is a thing. Yes, we did not know grandma core was a thing either. And then it's funny because there's a few people that go to our bins that dress like grandmas, and they're like 20. The first video I ever watched you was New Year's Eve at the bins. Yeah, that's actually one of our more popular videos. That's one of the highest counts that we've ever. Yeah, and
we're just that lame.
We're just that awesome that we go to the bins on New Year's Eve.
Can I give an advice to people out there?
You can give an advice, sure.
Don't buy this many red pairs of pants in one day. What were we thinking?
They're new American Eagle stuff.
I was listening to these pants and I'm like, there's so many red.
Found out about you from when we gave Commonwealth Picker a PA license plate. Yay. We actually gave him a PA license plate and 2 little motorcycle plates for that. Karen, you're not a reseller. Just love watching you. I learn about items in pop culture. For example, Vampirella. Yeah, I didn't know about Vampirella either until we bought all this. That's crazy. That's very awesome that you watch me and you're not even a reseller. Do you have aspirations of being a reseller, or you just like watching me?
Don't get a
Thanks
big
for going
head.
live. I hope to meet you both when you come to Vegas. Me. That's awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much. If we come to Vegas, I'll let you know. I've been trying to talk Sarah into it for like 3 years now, but I think I'm wearing her down. Pam says, how long have you had the channel and how long have you been a reseller? I've had the channel, it'll be a year in October, and we've been reselling 3 months shy of that. I started the channel 3 months into being a reseller. So we've been reselling. I think it's our year anniversary. No, next month is our year anniversary. Yeah, only 1 year. We've been full time for 2 months now, and best decision we ever made, hands down. We we boosted our eBay business quite a bit after the 4th month. We sunk a fairly good amount of money into it because we did want to make it full time. You would, thanks to the bins here, you wouldn't know "that's fire" was a phrase. I stole that. I can't take credit from that. That is if you know Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports, he says that all the time. And that's where we got that from. And it just stuck. We were watching during quarantine, he was doing unboxing videos, and he was people sent him crazy amounts of mail. Like the mail would be piled up like behind his head, above him, and he's on a short man. And every time he'd try on a shirt or something, he'd say "that's fire" or "these pants are fire."
Yeah,
and we just totally stole it because it was just funny to us too.
Watch out, the cat's down there.
Karen loves your laugh.
Oh, thank you. When I hear myself, I'm like, oh God, I'm so obnoxious. We just sold this child.
Oh yeah, we just sold that.
Internationally, her pants are falling off.
Preview of the What Sold video. We just sold that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I ruined it.
Honeymoon in Vegas. That sounds like a plan to me.
Sneezing.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that. Isn't there a movie about that? I think there was a movie.
We just sold this.
That's small child.
It's my cat.
Michelle, if I didn't say bye to you, bye. See, I think I missed some questions up here.
We just sold a cat. We're being infiltrated by cats.
No, I didn't. William says, what is your opinion on what people do with vintage old stock toiletries, feminine products? We have some for sale.
Just one.
We bought, did someone buy those pads?
I bought them.
No, but I mean.
Oh, no, we still have them.
Yeah, we have maxi pads that are vintage maxi pads from the 70s that are still on our eBay store. If that's what you mean. The other thing we've sold, if you remember those Flickr razors, we sold those. Those sold for a lot of a decent money. The first one sold for much more than the second set of one. Small child stuck to Sarah. Sarah, how do you fix the bald-headed Cabbage Patch doll?
Oh, okay. So she's really not bald. I actually looked it up. Here, I can show you. BRB.
Too long.
Fine. No, actually, so basically,
unless Sean, if you want to see it, I'll.
They're not bald.
No, it's their hair is
parted
here.
Yeah, so their hair is so they have like one thing of hair like yarn down the middle, and then they have like one around the back. So you basically just have to just separate it out. Not like you can see which goes on which side the way it's like sewn, and then you just put it into pigtails. So they're not supposed to have hair there. It's just, I guess maybe it's to save money. They don't have as much yarn. But yeah, it's really easy if you have patience. Yeah,
if you see one, you'll know the hair is just not right here, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's straight down the middle, and then around the back, it's like in a T shape.
Yeah.
But the ones that are straight down the middle, I think, are meant to be pigtails.
Yep. What are some of your non-reselling hobbies? Not much. The funny thing though, we used to go to thrift stores all the time before we started reselling. We would just go to find cool stuff. Records. We used to be record collectors, and we used to go to thrift stores all the time. That was one of our hobbies. What else do we do? Nothing
we
really.
Go to
auctions. No, we don't. We're not. We hang out with friends, have fire. We have a fire. We have about an acre of land, and we have fires and have friends over. We blew up some fireworks. Friends. We do have friends, like two. Well, we have three. One of them's on this chat.
He left.
Yeah, he might have left. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we do.
Before eBay, I was like all about the dolls. Like that was like
Sarah
weekend.
That's trips. What we did. And that's part of the reason we got into it, because we used to go to thrift stores all the time, and Sarah would look for creepy dolls, and I'd look for records, and we go to antique stores and stuff like that. But I don't recommend sourcing from antique stores.
Yeah, we used to do that before we sold on eBay.
Yeah, that's really we kind of turned a hobby into a business.
Yeah, like what else do we do? What did we do before eBay?
We used to go to bars.
Not really a lot, though. I mean,
we did. We're not big. We're not big drinkers, but we were when we first met. That's a
yeah.
Oh, that's a tough question.
We play video games.
Yeah, we do play video games sometimes.
Puppy.
We have a Switch that we play fairly frequently. What was the first thing you thrifted and sold? Wow. The first thing that sticks out in my mind that we sold was Peds.
Oh yeah, but those weren't thrifted.
They weren't really thrifted. We bought them in Delaware when we were on vacation from a department store that was going out of business, and they had Peds, which are like the try-on socks that you put on your feet if you're wearing sandals or something. You want to try on some shoes. That was the first thing I remember thrifting and being like, "Wow, we could make something out of this." But I think the first things we were big into t-shirts when we first started too. We used to buy a lot of t-shirts, and then we realized that's not a really good business model because vintage t-shirts are, but like modern t-shirts
it just
we
depends.
used to buy. Yeah, clothing was mainly the first thing that we bought and thrifted. That's a really cool question though. The first thing we ever sold on eBay though was license plates and Native American statues. They were wooden Native American statues that my mom got from a guy, and they were valuable, and that's actually how we started.
Yeah.
Do I still have my other business? Yes, I do. We do it 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So this is a full-time thing, and that has become a part-time thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a killer. How did the ink tags sell? They are almost gone.
Yeah, we don't have that.
In fact, I think I was actually thinking about that earlier today. I think one of the listings actually came down because there's no quantity. There was no quantity left, and we just let it go. So I think that's actually why we haven't sold one in quite a while. But they're almost gone. I think we have maybe 500 left, maybe 1,000.
Maybe probably like 1,000.
Yeah.
We probably have like one. If you would put it all into one big bin. We probably have like one big like Tupperware bin. The only problem is now is they're separated, so we have to put them all together, and it takes forever.
They Sean, thanks. For those of you that don't know, I bought 10,000 of those way back, and finally we're about done with them.
I wanted to
Sean wants to know. This is for Sarah. Any diapers left?
Diapers, like for No, we donated.
No, we donated them. Fine.
I thought you meant diapers like for Cabbage Patch Kids because I bought replacement diapers for Cabbage Patch Kids.
They are gone. They have left this house and never to come back.
I know. What a mistake that was.
That was one of our failures for sure. See, and I share our failures. That was terrible. Mistake. Talking about tobacco Native American statue. No. What were they? What do they call?
Kachina dolls.
Kachina dolls. Mm-hmm. I always pronounce them Kitchna or something like that, but they're Kachina dolls. They're like they're about this, maybe like a foot and a half tall, and they are just hand carved wooden dolls.
A lot of Navajo and Hopi.
Tribe. That kind, and they were all like most of them had like signatures on the bottom, hand signature. They were cool. And most of them were broken, and people were still buying them. We had one that actually had 5 little guys on a board, and they were all broken off, and their feet were still stuck to the board, and someone bought it.
Yeah, a lot of them they had a bunch of feathers, and the feathers were broken.
See you later. Bye. Say bye, sir.
Oh, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, they were really cool statues. We tried to buy more of them, and the money that people are asking for them is crazy high.
And you don't really see a lot. Like we've seen a couple here or there.
My mom got them in. Oh, you're in California. You could probably source some of those actually, because there's a bigger Native American presence out west than there is out here, unless you get into like the Minnesota area.
A lot of the stuff that had a price tag on it from some type of Native American store out there.
Yeah. They were from California originally, so they if I could find more of them, I would. They're hard to ship though. They were really hard to ship.
I'm surprised no one ever said anything about them being like even more broken when they got there, because like shipping feathers, like and they're sticking up, like it's so hard. You have to like pad like so much bubble wrap around it so it doesn't move at all.
And we were very new into eBay at the time, so it was,
we didn't know what we were doing.
No idea what we were doing. Our shipping prices were all messed up, and it was really bad. We lost some money on shipping on a few of them. One of them was like 3.5 feet tall, and we lost a fair bit of money because I think we charged like $20 shipping, and it was like $65 or something to ship it across the country.
When things get like past a certain amount, the shipping is just like, when we sold that McDonald's playset thing, I think we actually ate like $20 on shipping on that, because it was like 100. We charged like $150 or something. It was like 170 to ship it.
Yeah, those things are hard to ship, but if you can find them, they're worth the money. They were really worth.
I wanted to kill myself when I was packing it.
Sarah ships the big items most of the time,
and the fragile ones.
Because I had an incident with some teacups, I believe, and they all got broken when they got there. So I guess I'm not really good at shipping fragile things. Sean, did you say you were starting a YouTube channel? Is it a thrifting, like reselling YouTube channel, or what are you going to start? I'm curious, because you said you weren't a reseller. I'd like to know. What else? Did I miss any questions? You guys have any other questions for me? I'd like to know. Did I miss questions? Tess, what are you laughing at? What's so funny? I'd like to know. And you got the cat emoji, so I appreciate that. Good night, Karen. Thanks. So you're going to start like a day one reselling channel? Because that would be awesome. I tried to do that, and I didn't know enough about what I was doing at all. But I feel like if you're honest about it and you do a day one YouTube channel, I feel like people would really enjoy that. That's just my opinion. And I know a few people have actually said that on their YouTube channels, that it would be really cool to see somebody go from day one. What would be your dream find from thrifting? Ooh.
Heritage books.
More heritage books. Yeah. More heritage books. No, I would like to see like an original Super Mario still in a box and sealed. That is worth a lot of money.
I feel like
I think one of those sold. They had a not certified. What am I thinking of? Where you send cards out?
Beckett. Whatever.
Yeah, like PSA. They what am I thinking of? Graded. They had a graded Super Mario Brothers in a box, still sealed, original one. It sold for like 3.2 million or something crazy. That'd be awesome.
I feel like there's just too many resellers out there now, though, to find.
Pam, you're full of good questions today too. What is the least and favorite items to resell? Least favorite? That's a tough one.
Like, I mean,
like least favorite to sell of all time. Records are tough. Yeah. Records are tough just because the packing is kind of a pain, and people are very picky. You remember that we sold a Thriller album that I said was one of the best Thrillers we have ever seen as far as the shape? Well, it came back.
Oh yeah, no, it's in the other one.
It came back yesterday or today. Records would probably be one of the least favorite things to resell, just because it's.
But we really don't get a lot of them back.
We don't get a lot of them back, but it's just it's hard to list them. It's hard to describe them. Get a lot of questions about them. Yeah. People are very picky about them. The number two would be these dolls. That large doll purchase, although it is making money, is a royal pain, because
people are crazy about
people
dolls.
That buy vintage dolls are crazy. The moment we posted like 3 or 4 things, we got corrected by people that were like, that's not that doll, that's this doll, that's a reproduction, that's not. And it was crazy. But now that we seem to got it ironed out, it seems
I seem to know what's going on now. I mean, you think I would know about dolls since I have all these beautiful ones over here, but I don't really. I didn't really like, really study them until this happened.
Yeah.
So now I know.
My favorite thing to resell probably be like, I really enjoyed selling all that activewear. That was really simple and really easy to ship.
Easy. It's really easy to put it on.
That was my favorite thing. I also enjoy selling old video games, like old video game systems that from my childhood, because it brings me back to my childhood. And obviously, I like old video games. I do like.
You can't stop him from buying old electronics.
Good night, Dina. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Dina.
Do you ever push Do you ever push dead stock in yard sales? What do you mean by push? Maybe find dead stock at yard sales? Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yes. People, you wouldn't believe what people save.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to know the answer to that question too, William. How close am I? Oh, wait, I thought you asked how. How close are you getting to commercials on your channel? What are we at?
You have commercials on your channel.
I have commercials on my channel because YouTube changed their policy and now they start sometimes with commercials. But 1,000 subscribers, so
like
70, under 70 now.
I think, yeah.
We're that close, and we're giving away something pretty cool. So, tell your friends.
We're giving away lunch with me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, lunch with Sarah and her Cabbage Patch dolls. I have some dolls that appear old, but I don't know. Are they really hard to look up? No, they're not. But if they're porcelain, there's markings on the back of the heads. Some of those can be reproductions. So if they look like they've been painted from the factory, meaning like their cheeks are kind of rosy and they look professionally painted, chances are they're original. If they don't, or they're blank, or they're, they look kind of like they've been poured from a mold, those are still valuable. To be perfectly honest with you, if they're older dolls and you think they're probably from the early 1900s, they're probably worth money. And you can probably find something almost identical to what you have on eBay. I would. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, Sean. I didn't answer that question the last time you asked. The guitar right behind me is a bass. It's a Fender bass. Do I play? No. I mean, yes, but I'm not good. The bass guitar behind me.
Yeah, I never heard him play.
No, I don't even have an amp for it. It's been hanging on my wall since I hung it up. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I think it was the last time I played it, and I played with a few friends of mine. But no, I'm not very good. I'm pretty bad at it. So.
I want a drum set, but he won't buy me one.
Yeah, Sarah wants a drum set, but I won't buy her.
I've been begging for a drum set.
And a banjo. She's been begging for
the first Christmas we've been together. And a banjo. It's on my Amazon wish list. The banjo.
I think I know what you're asking. Have we ever had a yard sale? If that's what you're asking, no. I don't think I'd want to.
If you saw our house, you'd see why.
I don't think I'd want to, because
we would have to carry every single.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad as far as setting up goes, but I don't know. I would be one of those sales that you see on like the other YouTube channels where they're like, that guy's asking way too much money.
Not only that, but I feel like the way we are, like, if you saw our yard situation, it's like our yard is like a straight hill. It's so steep. And like, we couldn't even carry stuff up to we could carry stuff up to the driveway, but it's all gravel. And then we have like these steps that come down. I'd be afraid someone might fall, and that's like a liability because they're like natural rock steps. It's just, no, we don't have yard sales.
All of their clothes are nice, have snaps, no Velcro. They probably are old. Look on the back of the head or on the body and see what kind of markings they have on them. And then you can actually probably put that into a search and they'll come up. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do a Google image search.
You could also do a Google image search. If you get the Google app has Google Lens, it's on the search bar. It's a little like camera looking icon right there, and it will actually help you out. Patient Picker, welcome. Hi. Where do you store your items? Right there.
Yeah, we have and in the basement.
And in the basement. There's quite a lot more in the basement, but most of the stuff that we'd be worried about moisture are back here. and then we have bins downstairs with a bunch of like a ton of shelves down there. We actually just bought some more shelves. So most of it is up here or downstairs. We don't really have like a moisture. We don't. We don't have a very moist basement. Oh snap! The lawn is a death trap. No, it's not the lawn. We live on a hill. Like our yard goes like this.
Yeah, it's serious.
So it's serious. Yeah, but the lawn might be a death trap towards the bottom of the hill because I haven't cut it in a while.
He never cuts his half. I cut my half. He doesn't cut his.
I've cut lawns a lot, and I hate cutting lawns when I get home.
It's good exercise for the arms.
Patient Picker, you live outside of. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. We try. He enjoys our video.
Oh, thanks.
He or she, I don't know. Do you have a YouTube channel there, Patient Picker? It looks like you might have the name for that.
I'm the impatient picker.
The impatient picker. Yeah, that could be my name.
I'm like, this is all trash. Let's leave.
Yeah. We actually, and if we do go, I'll film it. But and so don't hold me to this. But tomorrow might be another moist day here in Pittsburgh, so we might not be. We might not be mowing any grass tomorrow, so we may go to a storage unit auction.
I want to go so bad.
And if we do, I'll try my best to video it if they'll allow me. Bad. But Sarah, we used to watch Storage Wars all the time, and every time she sees stuff, she's like, "It's all trash. The whole thing is just full of trash. It's what it is."
I really want to go though.
Sold for a little. You'd like to get back into it? Yeah, you got to get back into it. It's like it's becoming the thing to do lately. I've seen so many YouTubers are quitting their job and going out. Tess wants a banjo too.
I know, Tess. We can have dueling banjos.
Please don't.
My Tessie, love you. Tess, I got a bunch of LuLaRoe going up. So like tomorrow.
7 kids and crazy. I'm so glad I found your channel. I always get a good laugh from you both. Thank you so much. Aww. Really appreciate that. Sweet. We try our best to be as entertaining as possible. Yeah. Well, at least I do. Sarah does too. Whenever she's not,
I'm just weird in general.
Yeah, she is just weird. The personality you hear and see at the bins is Sarah all the time.
You should see me try to cook.
Yeah, that's an entertaining thing because Sarah is not a cook.
I'm like, can I cook this while you're filming the What's Sold video? He's like, no, because you're just going to scream and yell, and I'm going to hear, oh, no, like I burned myself.
I burned myself. I almost cut myself. Sean, how's the diet going? I'm on keto, and I've lost 150 pounds.
Nice.
Wow, how long did that take you? Tell me, you got to let me know how long that took you. Yeah, and the diet for me is brutal because first of all, I'm full-blooded Italian, so bread, pasta, everything like that I love so much is gone. I have a tremendous sweet tooth, gone.
Sugar-free,
and the sugar-free stuff sucks. Yeah. So I don't like it. And then, but Sarah's breezing through it. She has no problem.
Don't care. The only thing I care about, I care about 4 things: French fries, number 1, donuts, soft serve vanilla ice cream, and pretzels. Those are the 4 things that I care about. All of which
we were going off the diet for a week when we go on vacation. So both of us have a list of everything that we're going to eat. And we may not have enough time.
We're going to eat it so much. But we did a keto before. We did it together before. And I lost like 40 and he lost like almost 100.
Yeah.
And it took us, I want to say like 7 months.
Yeah. 7 kids and crazy. You really are. She's not weird. She's awesome. She's in Ohio and she wants to come check out the bins near us. You should. If you're near the border in Ohio, where I think you are, they are they're a little rough, those ones from what I remember. But they were I think ours, the one in Heidelberg, just past Robinson Town Center, is the one to go to if you're gonna go.
Yeah, it's a good
7
one.
Kids and crazy. Sean said 3 years, 150 pounds in 3 years.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Good.
That's awesome. Wait, we got a recommendation. Enlightened keto ice cream. Amazing.
We have it in our freezer.
Do we?
We have it. Yeah.
No. I feel like the artificial sweeteners have like a chemical taste for me, and it doesn't do anything for me.
But you still eat it.
My journey is not your journey. You comment on everything, and I love it. I can't stay, but I'm just coming through to say hi. Thumbs up. Hi, Adam and Sarah. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm staying low carb though after the diet. I'm staying under like probably 60 to 80 afterwards.
I'm not.
except for maybe on the weekends. I have to because
definitely not.
I literally was so mad after I gained back all the weight I lost the last time, and I feel so much better.
When we were on quarantine, that really did a number on me because I was like, oh, life sucks. I'm eating whatever I want. I don't care. Let's have another couple burgers from McDonald's. Let's get more. Yeah. I ate like crap that entire time. So I gained a fair amount of weight back whenever we were on quarantine.
How much easier is it to shop too when you're not on keto?
It's so much easier to shop too.
Maybe how much more money do you save? I feel.
Yeah, I don't know.
You save money.
Ooh, here's a good question. Interesting question. Favorite concert I've ever been to? Ever in my lifetime?
I know what mine is.
What's yours?
Mine's Dave Matthews Band, the last one before they ripped down the Three Rivers.
That was a good one. I was there.
We were all standing on the chairs because no one could stand on the ground.
Pouring down rain. That was a good one. That was not. I got to see Carlos Santana in San Francisco, and that was one of my favorite concerts ever.
I'll be honest, I only went to Dave Matthews and Benedict Lady's concert.
That's the
only ones I went to.
That would be my favorite. The second favorite one, I saw Jimmy Buffett in Seattle, I think. And that was a really good. I've never been to a Jimmy Buffett concert, and that was fun. I enjoyed that. What's your favorite concert, William? Let me know. 7 Kids and Crazy. I passed through Cincinnati today, and those bins were sketchy. The closest bins to me are over 2 hours away. Ooh. Yeah, I've never been to. I know the Cincinnati Picker never goes there, so I can't imagine it is any good. But yeah, thanks for coming. We really appreciate it. We will keep it up. We promise. You are absolutely right. It is a lot easier to gain weight than it is to lose weight, without a doubt. Especially when you're locked in the house. That was the hardest part, is whenever you had to go, when you wanted to go out, you were worried about a virus, or you were worried about all kinds of things, and it was just like, whatever, I'm eating ice cream and I'm just going to be happy because that's all we got. So what did I do before reselling? Well, landscaper. I landscaped for a number of years. I still do it part-time. We do it 2 days a week, but the rest of our weeks are all eBay now. And I plan on phasing the landscaping company out at some point, but we want to get a little higher on an income level before we actually phase the landscaping company out, because I've got very loyal customers and I've got very good customers, so it's hard to just walk away from steady money in the summertime. But in the wintertime, I plow snow for a buddy of mine, and I'm pretty much full-time at that point. So most of the time we are full-time most of the year. Good question though. Thanks. Cult in Syria Mosque, 1986. The Cult at Syria Mosque. Okay, 1986. That was your favorite concert? Wow, that sounds awesome. I would like to go to that. I would go to that. And I'm not a big concert guy. I never really was. I saw Dave Matthews every time they came through Pittsburgh, though. And funny thing, me and Sarah, she just said they were at Three Rivers before they tore Three Rivers Stadium down. I was also there. Just didn't know her. So, isn't that weird how things like that happen? I always think that's weird, but maybe I'm strange. How's business, William? You doing good? I haven't talked to you in a while. Business been good? That's something I'd like to know from you guys. Are you guys seeing a summer slowdown this year or not? Ooh, Sean, good one. Motley Crue. I bet that would be a good one. Yeah, are you guys seeing a summer slowdown? We aren't. We're about as steady as we normally are. I mean, not as busy as Q4, but still busy.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed a real big slowdown. I'd like to know if you guys are seeing it, because we're on a few eBay sites, on Facebook and stuff, and a lot of people have been complaining about they're so slow.
Sometimes. I mean, some days.
What's the biggest estate sale you guys been to? It's yours. Your grandfather's houses were the biggest estate sale we were ever at. Mm-hmm. That's the Lawrenceville houses.
Oh, nice! Yay!
That was one of the biggest. There might be one that was slightly bigger, but that one was probably
that's
the biggest.
My favorite one of all time. I love that one.
Top 5.
Yeah, we sold like so much stuff from there.
Yeah, we still have stuff from there.
Rug rake. We sold the shag rug rake.
Yeah.
And there's like a sander that we got the last time. Yeah. The die-cast cars we got the last time.
That one was definitely.
Computer magazine, soap opera digest.
4th of July sale. Yeah, that was. We thought. I'm taking credit for that. That was my idea.
What?
4th of July sale was really smart. It's funny that you say that because today we kind of slowed down a little, so we're running a sale this weekend too because it was so good. And now the sale kicked in about 8:30 because it takes a couple hours for eBay to process it and mark everything down. Yeah. And then my phone started going crazy as soon as I signed on to this at 8:30. So glad to see you in real time. Hi, Denise. We're here. We're really here. Say hi, Sarah.
Hello. We're real people.
We are real. We do exist. We're not just a figment of your imagination. We're not CG or what is it? CG. Yeah, we're not special effects. Slow, huh? Got into selling rock and punk cassettes. Easier to ship. Yeah, they are easier to ship than records. Rock and punk cassettes. Where'd you find those? Don't say the bins because we found those at the bins. I'm going to be mad because we were thinking about going to the West Virginia bins. Denise, you're so happy to see us in real time. What do you want to know? You want to know something about us?
Do you want to know something about us?
Yeah. We got concerts out of the way. That's the one thing we've gotten out of the way so far. And what is the biggest estate sale of all time? I think this was a loaded question, though.
I love the estate sale. It was so great.
Do you think cassettes are going to get big in resale? Maybe. They are. There's something working against cassettes that aren't working against records. Records don't really wear out that much. I mean, they can get the sound quality can get a little lower, but most records don't wear out as much and they can be preserved a little easier. Cassettes, the more you play a cassette, the less likely it is to continue sounding as good as it has. So cassettes can wear, and they also are very susceptible to dirt and things like that, but they are starting to come up in value. That's for sure. So they may.
Yeah, people do buy cassettes.
You would think certain things are worth a lot of money that aren't, like laser discs. Laser discs are worth money, but they're not worth as much as you think, and they're really, really rare. They did not make a lot of laser discs, and so cassettes could. I mean, it could be the next big thing. I know my childhood was primarily filled with cassettes, so it's possible.
Taping the songs off the radio.
Denise, you're so nice. You are special. I'm always looking for you at the Heidelberg bins. Oh, you got to find us.
You gotta find us.
We like to go in the mornings. That's when we normally go, but yeah, really appreciate that.
We go on usually Mondays or Tuesdays.
Yeah, in the
sometimes
mornings.
I'll go by myself at night if I'm feeling frisky. I just haven't had time.
Been to a Pittsburgh estate sale in Squirrel Hill. Nice. We probably missed that one. They won't let us film in them anymore, so we can't.
I just don't like getting shoved.
Yeah,
when I'm just trying to get a mushroom.
People are kind of rude.
I'm just trying to get a mushroom cow.
Took your advice and held a sale. It helped a little bit. I wish it had been better sales. Yeah. What'd you do? How much percentage off did you? Because we did 20% across the board, and I don't know if that was too much or too little, but I can also tell you that we list a lot. So.
Yeah. No, you mean
Sarah lists a lot. I'm in charge of YouTube shipping and customer complaints.
That is not breakable. Yeah, customer complaints.
I do handle customer.
I don't want to deal with that.
Just got a lot of reel-to-reels within 24 hours sold. Yeah, those are really, really popular.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
Reel-to-reel, like the two big cassettes. Those are really popular, and they're extremely rare. So if you get...
I think I saw one of those.
We had a chance at a player at the last auction we were at, and it went for crazy money. 20%. Didn't do anything, really? It's crazy. 50. What, are you crazy?
50.
No.
Oh my god.
I mean, unless you got the money. I mean, if you have the markup and you're still making money at 50%,
I feel like if I really wanted to blow out stuff, that I would.
It also depends. We price our stuff really close to market. So with 20%, we're still going to make money, but we're below market. So it's, if we did 50, we'd be in trouble. I think.
Probably.
People are driving me crazy. 50% off in there. Oh, I know.
So what?
Still asking for more off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. we had a few people last sale that would keep. We'd be asking like 16 for something, and they'd send us like a $4 offer,
Yeah.
and we're like, in what planet?
Well, it just happened before. Well, you have your phone turned off, but when I was listing, okay, so Adidas jacket, $30 free shipping. It's now 20% off, so it's 24 free shipping. It's really lightweight, so it's obviously going to cost like $4 to ship. So they offer $12 free shipping on it. We pay maybe $10 usually for like higher end clothing like that, and I'm like, no.
The offers are just something you're gonna have to deal with, unfortunately.
I mean, you can mark that you only accept a certain, so much or more, but that's just so much extra time for me to go in when I'm listing like 20 to 40 things every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
For me to go in and switch that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't got time for that.
Sean, besides the diapers, what's your second biggest mistake in resale?
Let's see. I'm trying to look about what we still have sitting around here.
Well.
Oh yeah, those are my bad. These
have been with us for almost a year. These are ribbons for a cash register. That was a mistake. And then
we have like 8 of them.
Over there was Long John silver tankards in a box. That if you look at one of my first estate sale videos,
I bought those.
We bought these, and it says collector's edition and crap on them, and they are everywhere. After we bought them, every thrift store we went to had them, and they're
never seen them before.
Everywhere. And those took forever to sell. They celebrated a birthday with us, and they took forever to sell. So Long John silver tankards would be the second biggest mistake next to those.
They were only $4.
That wasn't the biggest loss, though. I think our biggest loss was beer cans. We bought empty beer cans, and we bought them for $2 a piece, and we sold them for $4.
No, it was 99 cents.
99 cents for shipping. All 5 of them.
Yes, just to get rid of them, I put them on for 99 cents.
Yeah, it is a repeat question, but I'll answer it for you because we're all friends here. How long have you been selling on eBay, and what got you started? We'll be celebrating a year next month. And we got started selling. My mom got a bunch of Native American Kitchener dolls, and that was the first things we sold.
Kachina.
And then we went to we sold license plates after that.
Yes.
And that was what we sold. But no, good question. We've only been doing this for a year. We went full time 3 months ago.
In the beginning of April.
Mm-hmm. We went full time. But we did make a fairly large investment into the business before we went full time. So we didn't just go, we're done. Let's just do it. Let's figure it out. We did.
We like planned it out.
Yeah, it was a well-timed thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, diapers. That might not be number. Well, it is number one. The reason the diapers were so bad is because somebody bought them and then returned them. That was why they were so bad.
And it's like the diapers are coming back. I'm like, God damn it!
Don't swear.
Gosh darn it!
Can't beep you on live.
Yeah, that's true. What was that? Oh, I thought it was a bug. Anyway, no, I'll never buy them again. But it's so weird because I'm like drawn to them still. Like I still am drawn to them. They're always like, if you go to a thrift store, how they have like the tops of like the clothing rack, they always have stuff sitting there. That's where I found that cookie jar the other day.
Yeah.
That was a good.
She is still drawn. Every time she sees them, I'm like, no, don't even think about it.
Diapers. Like, there's some reason I keep like buying things, like even though I know they're not good. I mean, I don't buy the diapers, but I want to buy them. And there's something else that I like really love buying that we don't sell a lot of, but we do sell, and I just can't think of it right now, but I'm like obsessed with buying it.
You're from the Berg. You have to swear. You are correct. You don't hear us off camera, and if you heard us off camera, it would be a very an R-rated channel.
What are you talking about?
We swear a lot.
No, we don't. We're very proper.
It's a bit. I guess it is. I guess it is a Pittsburgh thing. There's a lot of swearers around here.
I mean, I wish I knew what it was that I keep buying.
That was something. Somebody said something. I don't know. Maybe if you're in here on the chat, somebody said that they were watching from a different state, but they're from Pittsburgh, and they missed the Pittsburgh wit
Oh.
And that was something that I had never really even thought about
What
until
is the Pittsburgh wit?
it's just like snappy comebacks, things like that. And it is very rampant around here. My friends are all like that.
Yeah. So. Snappy comebacks.
We'll probably wrap this up in about 15 minutes or so. So if you guys got any more questions for me or Sarah, or if you want to talk about our animals or something, let me know. That's one of the reasons.
The dog was in there playing with a cat toy.
Yeah. So that's always good. Our dog is a master unstuffer. He can unstuff anything with the smallest of holes that he rips in it. And then he just tears it and leaves a big pile of clouds of cotton everywhere or whatever it is.
Right, puppy.
So, yeah. Yeah, I got to get used to this chat. It's so delayed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that is very true. I've lived all over the country too, and nobody understands the Pittsburgh humor. It's very, very.
I just thought people were like this everywhere.
No, people aren't. Did you both grow up in the Burgh? No. Sarah did.
I did.
She grew up in the South Hills.
South Hills.
I grew up in the Bay Area and moved to Pittsburgh when I was 13 years old.
And then moved back.
And then moved back. And then moved back.
Yeah. And then met me.
And then met Sarah. I was actually born in Texas.
Yeah. But yes, I've been here my whole life.
Just outside of Houston.
In the South Hills. Now live in the West Hills.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the West Hills is much better. Just because the traffic in the South Hills is so bad. Don't get me wrong. I always love the South Hills, but Route 51, that 88 intersection, just kill me now.
Yeah. Do we do our payouts weekly? Yes. We do our payouts every week. What is it?
Tuesday. Then it clears on Wednesday.
It clears on Wednesday. There's people that do it daily. That's just nutty.
I don't like daily.
That would be a little crazy. And here's a really good tip for you guys that we didn't notice until the last bank holiday that happened. We got wiped out on that last bank holiday, and so right away after it went. We had a slow day right after we got our payout. And so everything was at zero and there was like some money pending. Mm-hmm. And apparently UPS and FedEx doesn't actually charge your eBay account until the package is delivered. So all of a sudden I looked at our thing and it was like negative $48. And it's because all of our FedEx packages arrived. So I had to pay the $48 to get it back up to zero. And then our pending funds went in after the bank holiday was over. But it was weird, yeah. So if you guys use FedEx or UPS, just know that they don't charge you or your eBay account until after it's delivered. Most of the time it's not a problem for us, but that time it was because we had so much impending because of the bank holiday. And then it was just weird. Denise, South Hills, love the South Hills. They're from the Mon Valley.
Oh.
No. We used to live in the South Hills. We used to live.
Well, yeah,
we used to live in the South.
Like
Hills.
Homestead.
Yeah, we used to live right outside of Homestead, and then we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever worked outside of the home? Me? Yes. Yes. I'm a landscaper by trade.
We still
go 2 days a week on the landscaper. Sarah did not.
Yes, I did. What are you talking about? Have I ever worked outside of the home?
Sarah did most of her life, is what I meant to say.
Oh, yes.
She used to do background checks. So long if any of you are criminals, we're going to find out. We're going to find out real quickly.
Yeah.
Jagoffs, Yins guys. For those of you that don't know, that's a pretty common Pittsburgh expression right there. And you half a swear.
Yeah,
it's funny. When I lived outside of the state, I could hear a Pittsburgh accent from across the room. If we were in a crowded bar and somebody on the other side of the bar had a Pittsburgh accent, I could hear it like that. And I'm like, that guy's from Pittsburgh. I got to go talk about the Steelers or whatever else. And then as soon as I'd walk up to him, like, are you from Pittsburgh? Yeah. How'd you know? And you're like, you can tell.
When we were at that bar, not last year, but the year before, or 2 years, 3 years ago, we went to Delaware, remember?
Those people from, you could tell right away.
Yeah.
As soon as they started talking because of that Pittsburgh accent. What's the best resale advice? Something you learned the hard way. Shipping.
Yeah. Just weigh it. Don't be lazy like me.
Don't not weigh the product that you're trying to figure out.
And try to put the measurements in right too.
And the measurements of the box, try to put it in as close as you can. But just get used to shipping, learn that system as best as you can, because there's tons of YouTube help out there too. I've made a few shipping videos. Commonwealth Picker is really good. He has a few shipping videos. A lot of us don't make them because they don't get views, and it tends to drag the view average down. So that's why we don't. But there's lots of it out there. Just definitely get used to shipping on eBay and get used to figuring out the first class system, the priority system, UPS, FedEx. And
I think Commonwealth was the one that told me about like putting the 2 priority boxes together, and the A boxes and the E boxes and all that good stuff.
That's my best advice, though. When you live in the North Hills and the South Hills, it's like another country. You are absolutely right. And we don't. We live right in the middle of both.
And the West Hills is so
we live in the West Hills.
Much easier to get to the North Hills.
Our friends, a lot of our friends live in the North Hills, and they will gladly come out here. But when we lived in the South Hills, they never want to come over. In the South Hills, I grew when I moved to Pittsburgh. That's where we lived, was the North Hills of Pittsburgh, and it was. And then when I moved to the South Hills, when I moved back, it was I didn't know anything.
Yeah, he didn't. And that's when we met.
And I used to drive. 51 was nightmarish. I could not.
He didn't know. I for some reason, even though I knew he lived in California and like was in the North Hills, I thought for some reason he just would know all around the South Hills.
South Hills is awful.
Like he would.
It's one of the worst places I've ever had to drive.
I told him if we met and he was living in the North Hills and I was living in the South Hills, we probably wouldn't be together because I wasn't driving from the South Hills to the North Hills. Sean, I'm going to do it. I'll probably do it Saturday. I'll probably shoot it Saturday morning and do it on Saturday. I know I kind of left it up in the air, and the reason I left it up in the air is because we were considering going to an auction on Saturday morning, and I didn't know if we were going to be around to shoot it, because I don't like to do the giveaways a day before, or draw for a giveaway the day before, because I don't think that's fair, because if somebody does comment Friday night into Saturday, then they'd be out of it. So I like to shoot the video that day, make sure. So, but I'll do it Saturday for sure, I promise. And if I don't do it, I'm sorry. Oh, well, you promise.
I'll do it, I promise. It'll be done on Saturday. The 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I'd like to be scheduling that right about now, but
tomorrow.
We're getting there though. We got
I wish.
We got a nice shout out from Craigslist Hunter, and that really helped us.
Yeah, so he's such a cool person.
We really
appreciate. Want to go there.
We're planning on going out to his shop and bringing him some tokens of thank you for mentioning us. And his the lady that works for him said she loved Pittsburgh so much, so we're going to bring her something from Pittsburgh. Vicky. Looks like the retailer's channel don't weigh and measure at the time of listing. They do it when they pull the item to ship. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to weigh it, before you ship it, because the box and the packing is going to add some weight. But when you do certain things, like it's the biggest thing to learn is a pound and under is first class, a pound and over is priority, and priority doesn't care about ounces. So if it's 1.5 pounds, it's 2 pounds. Yeah. So that's probably why they don't weigh it very much, because they know they know where they're. As soon as it goes over a pound, it doesn't really matter. But the reason we got burned so much on shipping was when we started to get into it, because we started off selling really big items, and there's a big difference in price from something that's 9 pounds to something that's 15 pounds.
And the size.
Yeah, and the size matters a lot too when you start getting into those oversized boxes. So that's why we were saying measure bigger things. Now, if it's just a shirt or something, it's pretty easy to figure out. You just put in 8 ounces first class, or 9 ounces first class is what we do, because we just want to be safe. Yeah. So
I don't weigh all the shirts and stuff. I don't got time for that. Okay.
Is Sarah's face going on the next run of Pittsburgh Picker stickers? There's no face on the stickers. I chose to leave that out because I didn't think people wanted to look on my face. There's no face on this. It's just a state.
And mine's definitely not going on there. I'll tell you that right now.
It's just a state with the play button on it. I just a friend of mine made that with my face on it, and I thought everybody says to put your face on your YouTube channel profile picture. So that was my little joke on putting my face on it, because I don't have any glamour shot photos of myself. So
we could put you on a Snapchat filter.
Yeah, we could
stars.
Yeah, that's right. That's just what we need. But she won't She doesn't even like being. I'm surprised she's still standing behind.
This is interesting to me. Well, I like talking to people. That's why it's fun for me.
Yeah.
It's really put me behind schedule though.
Yeah, she's been listing up a storm.
I hate being behind schedule.
When you go on your vacation, are you going to have your listings show in your store or not? Yeah, we're going to put it in vacation mode.
We're scared.
We're very scared about this because when we went to Delaware, we put our store in vacation mode, but we were only like 4 months into selling at that point, and we still sold things. And we average around 20 items a day, and we're going to be gone for
20 to 30.
We're going to be gone for 8 days. So if we sell, let's say half of what, we're going to have like 90 to 100 things to ship out when we get back.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to put it in vacation mode, and if people want to wait the week, we'll be glad. If they don't, they're more than welcome to cancel.
Be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm real scared. We probably get in a fight that day.
Jeremy, welcome. Did you see that media mail is increasing again with you? No, really?
Those jerks.
Didn't they just do that?
Yeah, because it's $2.89 now for a pound.
Yeah, it was $2.70 something before.
Well, maybe it was $2.60.
It might have been. Yeah, it actually might have been like $2.68. Now it's $2.80 something. How high is it going? Do you know? I'd like to know that.
Media mail is like the savior.
Yeah.
Especially when you sell those heritage books and stuff.
Carol, hi. I like to watch Yins to hear our Pittsburgh accent transplanted in Alabama because always a Pittsburgher at heart. I still have my accent. Do we have an accent? do I have an accent? I know she has an accent, but do I have an accent? Do I do it purposely or do I sometimes I know I do, but maybe I do. I don't hear it anymore, Carol.
I don't hear it anymore, Carol.
Do we use an app to help with pictures? No. We don't.
We use me.
We use Sarah. Sarah and lighting. No, we don't. We experimented with like white backgrounds and things like that, and it didn't do much better than putting it on our
I just put it on the dining room table. And maybe that's not professional.
It works for us. I mean, we've never had anybody say your pictures are crap. I can't see anything. So
I feel like we have a nice background, even though it's not just like plain. It's like a nice aesthetic in the background. So I just sit there at the dining room table every night, all night.
You did hear that some items that are marked global shipping won't auto switch to away mode, and then you'll have to manually. Oh, that would not be good. I don't know about that. If it's something that's going out of the country, I'm getting a little nervous now. If it's something that's going out of the country, I'll probably we're going to have an automated message that gets sent out that just says we're on vacation. Do you mind waiting a week? If you don't, no need to respond. We'll ship it out when we get back. If you do, message us and we'll cancel it. That's the plan. Yeah.
But we need a vacation.
Thanks, Sean. I really enjoyed it too. It was fun talking to you.
Oh, yay.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I take it if you're taking off, bye. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. 20% or more, I think it'd be somewhere around $3.20. So 1 pound. Ugh. That's almost first class mail. I mean, it's for under.
You might as well just send it. I mean, depending on the weight.
No, because if it's over 8 ounces, it's gonna be
That's true.
That sucks.
Wow.
That's crap.
It is crap. I remember when media mail. I used to sell eBay back like when I was in my 20s.
You have to switch those in business policies. I think so. Yeah, you can do like a mass switch of everything. So I'll just go in and turn off global. We don't sell a lot out of the country. The most we've sold out of the country happened recently.
Yeah.
And because of those dolls, a lot of those dolls are going out of the country.
And one of them, Cabbage Patch that I just showed is too.
One of them should be going to Russia, but they're having problems with the global shipping program and import tax. So
Shirley Temp.
Pam. Yeah, we are. I'm planning on doing some what sold videos from our hotel room. I might even have the ocean in the background. Mm-hmm. Are we filming on vacation? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We might go to the bins too.
You'll see me eating donuts.
Yeah, you get to see us eating donuts. We might go to the bins.
Do they have a bins there?
I don't know. We're gonna look it up.
They have a Amazon return bin or something there that I watched somebody go to the other day.
Yeah, Harry Tornado. Yeah. I don't know how close he is to us, but I don't think he's that close. I think he's in the middle of the state, but I'm not sure. We plan on filming, so I'm gonna do probably some what sold videos while on vacation, and then if we can get an interesting thrift trip in, we'll probably do that.
I wanted to go to Babyland General Hospital.
Sarah,
in
really, there's a Babyland General Hospital,
which is the home of the Cabbage Patch Kids in Georgia, but it's 5 hours from where we're staying.
And we would be broke because Sarah, my truck would be filled with Cabbage Patch Kids.
I guess we're not gonna go.
Would you guys enjoy that, or do you think I should just not film while I'm on vacation?
Oh, I thought you meant. Do you think you guys would enjoy going to Babyland
we're not
General Hospital?
No, we're not going to Babyland General. It's like 6 hours away from where we're going.
Double cha-ching.
Wow, we got a double cha-ching.
I gotta guess what it is.
That's always good. Sarah's got to know. I got to know too.
I gotta know. What is it?
No. Film. I thought you were leaving, Sean, but if you're not, you can stick around. I agree. I think film. Denise says film. Definitely film. I agree. I think it'd be fun. If you guys don't mind while I'm sipping on a tropical drink of some sort. Am I allowed to do that on YouTube? I don't even know. I probably should look up that policy before I do that. But yeah, that'll probably be what I do. Obviously, none of the merchandise is going to be there. So it's going to be old school where there's pictures on either side of my head while I'm talking about what's sold. Do either of you collect anything? Are you sure you want to know the answer to that question?
Who is this person? Do they not know me?
Well, I collect what you see back there. That's about the only collection I have. There's little Yoshis, and then there's some random things up there that I collect. Sarah's collection, although, and I don't know, maybe you're new, Pam, and you've never seen the video, but she can show you one real quick if she wants.
Oh yeah. Okay, Pam. Let's frighten you. I'll show you a couple. I'll show you a few.
Just show her one.
No, she needs to see 3.
No, because people are going to leave again.
No, I can't. I collect creepy dolls.
You had to ask, didn't you?
Yeah, there's this one. There's this one. This one's my favorite right here.
Okay.
I have over on the shelf. You really can't see because you would have to turn the computer. Like probably
there's a lot
like 50
right next to my head.
They're all different sizes though.
So Pam, every time you see the what sold videos, just know that right here are a shelf full of creepy dolls just staring at me.
Many.
A buzz and picking, what a combo. It could be a dangerous combo because I could end up buying something that isn't worth any money. But a buzz and a what sold video might be kind of fun, but I don't know if I'm allowed to do that on YouTube.
Do what?
Put your drink in a McDonald's cup, no one will know any different. That's true. I feel like I'm back in high school. You guys are good together. I wish I had the same kind of support. Reselling was a stress reliever for me. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We do a good job. We even each other out in real life too, because
sometimes we scream at each other.
She's a clean freak and I'm not.
Oh,
so yes, it works out.
Not, and yes, I am.
Yeah. Pam, did you like that? You didn't expect that answer, did you, when you asked?
Pam, if you only knew.
Do you sleep in that house with all those creepy dolls? Yes. Every day of my life.
Why is everyone so afraid of them?
Originally when we first met, they were all in her bedroom. Mm-hmm. And I told her when we moved into this house that there's no way in hell they are going in my bedroom. So yeah, no, they are not in the bedroom, but they are in this room.
Yes.
And so yeah, I do. And none of them have tried to kill me yet. So that's good.
No.
I haven't been stabbed in the middle of the night. I don't have random like bruises on my legs or anything like that. I've never heard like scampering.
The one though did. Remember that day?
Oh yeah. One time there's a video like 4 or 5 back that all of a sudden one of them over here just started making noises.
Because it's a wind up.
Yeah. And
I think it doesn't work properly. So like it's like one of those things where like you wind it up and then like hours later it starts to walk.
I said doo-doo. That's funny. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's. I'm glad somebody else on this channel. I'm glad some of the people that watch me are children like me, because whenever, well, what was it last week when you sold the shuttlecock and I couldn't stop giggling?
It's a dork. I think it's funny.
Such a child.
The shuttlecock.
Yeah. Couldn't stop giggling.
That was from the funeral home too.
Yeah, that was from the funeral.
There's so much random stuff in that pile, and I like. I really wish I would have taken more.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. All right, I'm going to leave it up for about 5 more minutes. If you guys have any more questions for me, let me know, and we'll get out of here in about 5 minutes. It's getting late on the East Coast. For those of you on the West Coast, it's not late at all.
You're on the West Coast. Did you have
the sun just
earthquake?
went down. Yeah,
It's
I did hear about this. There was a pretty big earthquake. It's not water.
Oh, whatever.
Just squincher.
It's vodka.
It's not vodka. I don't drink much. My problem with drinking is when I start drinking, I don't normally stop drinking.
It's blue flavor.
Yeah.
I hate blue.
Yeah, that does sound good. I'm gonna do that too before we get out of here. Patient Picker, I want to know why reselling was such a stress reliever for you. It is kind of for me at times, but there are times where it's the opposite. It adds stress. Like when the dolls started getting listed, that was crazy.
Oh yeah. When those dolls started getting listed, we wanted to have a drink.
Are you worried about my brownies this season? Oh, are you from Cleveland? No.
Oh, brownies as in the Cleveland
I was like,
Browns.
Did you send us brownies? Because you said you're on keto. I was like, wait, you sent us keto brownies? Are they good? I can't wait. No. Nope. Not at all.
Ask me what I think.
Sarah doesn't care about football.
I hate sports.
I'm just gonna say no.
I don't like sports.
Although we could suck this year because there's, we've got an aging quarterback, but still not worried about the Browns.
He's aging. He's our age. Aging.
He's aging. He's younger than me. He's 2 years younger than me. I saw him at Best Buy once. It was a stupid story, but if you guys want to hear it, I'll tell it. Well, I'm just going to tell it anyways, because by the time you tell me no, I already told the story. I was at Best Buy buying a video game with a friend of mine, and I was so intrigued with the back of this video game. I just kept reading it while we were in line, never even noticed. And all of a sudden, I got up to the cash register, and while I was checking out, my friend was like, "Hey, that was Ben Roethlisberger that was in front of you." And I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me? Are you crazy? Why didn't you tell me?" He's like, because I knew you'd act like this. I'm like, gotta be kidding me. That was rude. So glad you did the live. I really hope you do it again. I'm going to try and make it a regular thing, I think. If any of you guys are resellers out there and you want to come on live with me, feel free. We can do kind of a special guest thing. I'd be more than happy to do something like that. So for those of you that maybe want to jump on or just starting to get into YouTube or something like that, come on, jump on with me. That would be fun. Rashana hates sports too.
Yay, Rashana! Sports are stupid. I don't like how mean and angry he gets.
I do.
The Steelers lose.
I do get very sad. Very sad. I'm sure Sean does when the Browns lose.
It's so boring and dumb.
I get very, very sad.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing these videos. Have a great night. And hit the like on your way out. Yeah, do that, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, hit the like.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pam. Really appreciate it. It was fun. Good questions. Good night and safe travels. Patient Picker. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Denise, thank you. You two are great. Please do this more. We will. I promise. I'll just do it next Thursday. We'll see how it goes again. I might get a better webcam, but this one seems to be doing all right.
Yeah, it seems okay.
So, all right, guys. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. If you like this, of course, give the video a thumbs up. I know you guys, most of you are already subscribed, so I'm not even going to ask. So no big deal. Thank you so much. Guys, take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.